Welcome to Trading Lounge and the daily US stocks for Tuesday, December 7. And the indices are rising because of stock, and we need to adjust the count for some of the stock. So with Amazon here, we were looking for an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here for wave 4. But we need to turn into a WXY here, and I'll explain why on the intraday basis here. So we're still moving down, but we'll be moving up in line with the Nasdaq into this space here. So roughly just above the 35.50 area for that. So let's just go into the tick chart and intraday and have a look at this in a bit more detail. So last time we spoke, we were looking at this. I had this as wave 1 and 2 here and down for 3, and we're looking for wave 4 at this little line through here, but it's just moved above that. So which is sort of okay. It's just in line with this wave 4 here. It's but because things need to rise a little bit further, it's likely that we're going to be heading up a bit higher for these. So we'll be looking at some sort of ABC pattern here, I'd imagine. If this market just drops straight down through here, well, then we can short it under this point here. The other count here that we had before, just go to the 10 tick chart, bit of a long shot, but I do want to just mention it again. And let me just bring this bit more data in here. And this was looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here for wave 1, and then looking at this as an ABC back for wave 2. So this is also possible. We haven't looked at this for a week or so, but it's in place now. So what I'll do, we're looking for this, WXY to move up into the box here. But if I can work out that we've got a nice impulse wave into the 50-60% into this supply block of supply zone here, then we'll look at catching the flip side of this as a wave 2 and then moving up, and we'll catch it over here. I just thought I'll throw that in, but we'll keep an eye on it. Probably not the case, but you never know, and we just need to monitor that. So coming back to the 100 ticks here for a moment. So as it stands at the moment, we're looking at a X here and then a Y down here and then a WXY coming into play through here. So I suppose you could also look at this as a WXY as well, but I'll just keep it simple for the time being. So yeah, we can expect the market higher. I'm not going to put in a trade on the long side here, but we can catch this trend down through on this side. Alrighty, Google. So with Google here, we're looking for wave 3 and then an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave down for wave 4. We've been tracking an A and a B and a C wave down to this point, so we're putting this as wave A. Also expecting the rally to come into play here. It may not go that high here, we'll see, but yeah, this will be the pathway for it at this point with 5 waves down for wave 4. On the 10 tick chart that we've been also tracking this as well, just to have a closer look at this, because yesterday we were looking at this finishing in a bit of an ending diagonal here with a slightly different count from the other page, but 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Did jump up a little bit there, but that's okay. It fits in nicely with that sort of ending pattern, and we'll be pushing up into this box here. So we can expect it to move up into, well, 2.9 into these old highs here, and then rolling over from that point, also in line with the indices. Now, Apple. Yesterday we were looking at this as 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for 5 of 3 on this top here, and that can still be the case. It just depends, because I've got this count as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's quite a nice looking pattern. I kind of like it, and but it just depends on how you configure this situation. If you put wave 1 here and wave 2 here, then that would leave wave 3 here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the third wave, and this would be the fourth wave, and we're going up for the fifth wave. So we can go one move higher here as well. So we just need to be a little bit mindful of that, and we are clicked in on the long side here. So let's just go in and take a closer look at this. So on the tick chart, we've been looking at wave 3 here with an A wave, a B wave and a C wave here for wave 4, and then essentially moving further up here into wave 5 to finish that leg off. At the same time, we can count this as 5 waves down to this point, so we can look at wave 1 through to here, and then an A and a B and a C for wave 2 at this point here. So any move above that, here, probably any move above that there, because that would be, that looks like not quite 5 waves down, isn't it? We've got an extra little wave at the end here for that. I wonder how that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for there. Got an extra little wave there. But still, if that... see, we're at the 50-60% here, so any move above that, and we should be continuing to the upside. So this extra wave in here would make that corrective as well at that point. Still, it could have another leg down here and then move up from that point. If you are long here, then it's probably a good idea to take some off the table here, and then you can also re-enter on the long side at that point here. Okay, so you'll just have to work the trade and manage it a little bit. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, it fits quite nicely with wave 3 as an A and a B and a C wave here, because this move here already, you know, if this was going to be down for 1 and back for 2 here, then it would have done it from here and not here for that. So it does take on more of a bullish count from this point. So we'll just leave it at that. And square, we've been looking at wave 3 here with the WXY down to here. We can have a low in place here, but I can also see from this point here, as I mentioned yesterday, is down for 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and to come down further. And that would be also in line with PayPal as well. So the thing is we can just have a look at the tick chart on this anyway. So I was just still searching for a low down here for this, but one of the things that's sort of starting to bother me a little bit is that we're coming too low for a wave 4, so we may need to look at it as a wave 2. So in that, we can expect it to rally a bit here, by the way, but that doesn't mean that the bearish part of it's over. So on the weekly chart, just to gain a little bit of perspective for this now, I was thinking of a bit like this, so wave 3 here, typical wave 4 sideways and so on, rather than wave 2 being short and sharp, and then looking for 5 waves up here, but as wave 1 here, and then an A and a B and a C back for wave 2, and we can shift this across somewhat at this point. We can put that on the 150. That would probably be a nice target area there for that. So you can see that we've moved past the 38.2% retracement level. Well, better put that in there just roughly. So see, the 38.2% is here, and we're coming into the 50. It's kind of okay for a wave 4, but I think we may need to be looking at it as a wave 2 at this point. But it does open up a nice, you know, once this in line with PayPal and so on finishes in here, and there might be another 2 in here looking at PayPal before we see a move up from that point. But yeah, looking very nice as a, you know, on this side over here. So probably after Christmas, you know, into January, February, we'll see Christmas come in on low volume, of course, and then after that we may see this move up here, this bullish run, which should be sort of in line with the commodities as well at that point. So anyway, I'm working this new count here, and I just wanted to share that, and I'll keep working on it. Maybe wrong or right, I don't know, but I just wanted to share what I've seen so far on that. Okay, so Facebook. So we've been looking at, well, an A wave here, an ABC here. You could also put the A wave here. It doesn't really matter at that point. We still end up with wave B there. So I was looking for 5 waves down here as 1 and 2 and 3 here and 4 here, and then coming down for 5. So another move to come down. It has rallied a little bit too high, but I'm not too concerned with it because I know that we'd just expect a bounce off the 300 being such a large number, and also the bounce is in line with the indices moving up, which is created by stock anyway. But yeah, so on the tick chart for this, let's just get a bit more data in here. Is that enough? A bit more. Okay, so from this wave B up the top here, just so we're on the same page, we counted down as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm happy with that. Happy with wave 2. Happy with wave 1 and 2 here. Happy. I suppose I could tighten that up a little bit. I'll double check on that. We don't have a trade in here at the moment, but I wonder if what I'll do is I'll just copy that and put that. If that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that might sit in there, but that's squashing things up a little bit, isn't it? So I could do that, and then that would leave that wave 5, and that would be finish at them. I'll just wait for this because I was expecting it to. This is the 38.2% retracement level, the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, and the 38 point a little bit higher than that. So I'll just see how this travels first. Also, it's typical of wave 4 to break wave 2 trend line. So, yeah, on that note. So we kind of expect that too. But it does look kind of impulsive, doesn't it, as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 up here rather than... I mean, that's 5 waves. So, yeah, we may need to... we could have a low in place for this already. I'll just wait, because even if it is, let's just say that I've got it wrong and we've got, this would be the little wave 4 in here for that, and wave 5 finishing that off. But that doesn't count very nicely from there though, does it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I did something on the 10 tick chart here. Sorry about that, I'm just talking to myself as such. Okay. Yeah, right, so I had green wave 4 there, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So yeah, look, I think I'm on the right track here. We're looking at this yesterday, moving up. I'll just allow it to finish it. Even if it is 5 waves, we'll catch it on the flip side. So that means that if it is an impulse wave to the upside, let's just assume for a moment that we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. If it is 5 waves, we'll get an ABC back here, and then we can also just go long from that point. So we can't go long here anyway because we're just chasing the trend at that particular point. So I think I'm on the right track. I just going to remove these. Yeah, it does look a little bit odd, but it does finish in 5 waves at that point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we'll just see how this plays out. I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, anyway, we won't miss it. We just got to allow it to fall into place. And what have we got here? Tesla. So from the top up here, from the top of the market, the 1200 here, we've been looking for an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave down for wave 4. Okay, so simple A, B, and C at this point. So we've got 5 waves down here that make up wave 1 and 2 here, and so we're going down for wave 3, 4 and 5. So we just need to investigate that a little bit. So a bit complicated here, but nice wave 1 here and wave 2 here, and then from 2 we go 5 waves down for wave 3 here, and then we were looking for wave 4 to pull back to wave 4 of 1 lesser degree in here, and then go down for wave 5 of 3, and then we'll have 4, and then we'll have 5. So still a journey. We're short, we'll stay short. It will stick to the 1000, it will like that, but at the same time it will stop it from moving any sort of higher as well at that point. So technically, sure, it can come back to this area through here, or we could look at it as the 38.2% retracement level from this top to this bottom here, which which is a bit lower at that point, but that's okay. That's quite close to the 1000, which is good news. Let me just clean this up while I'm here. So in a nutshell, we know that that's the top end of it, and we know that the 38.2% is sort of in there somewhere, so I'll just put that there roughly, and that there. So yeah, so probably some sort of ABC pattern here. So it may just be the A wave and then we go for the B wave, but the size of that as a wave 4 compared to wave 2 here is perfect. So we should see that mosey on down, and then we'll have wave 4 and wave 5, something of that nature. Anyway, we'll stay short in that situation, and we may look to add to that as well once that once the 1000 becomes the retested resistance. And also next one is Microsoft. So just from the top up here, or we can go back and have a look at this such. So we've been looking at it as wave 3 top. It also could be wave 1, but I'm not getting that now in this particular pattern. It's starting to look more like wave 3 here. This is starting to look more like wave 4 rather than up for 1 here, back for 2 here, and then pushing higher. But that little 5 wave thing we've seen on Amazon that could push higher, that could also play out here as well. The stochastics are still in momentum to the downside, so I think we're on the right track for this. Just going back to the tick chart for a moment. Let's just get in a bit more data here. Just check on this. So that's a bit of housework. So that's our wave 3 at the top there. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so it's definitely not playing out like a wave 2. So we're definitely putting wave 3 in here. And we were looking at this counting down. So last time we spoke, just to bringing the picture from this top here, which we were looking at this as an A wave here, a B wave here, and coming down for a C wave. And we're doing okay as wave 1 and 2 here, and then down for wave 3 here, and then we were coming back for wave 4. We should have come back into that little spike there as wave 4, and then moved down further, but we're moved up past that. So I've had to change it because we've got 3 waves here. So I've got to label it a W and an X and an A and a B and a C for the Y of W, and then we've got a W, X, Y over here to play out as well before we come down further. So that's kind of where we are. In this little journey to the upside, we can look at this as wave A and B here, and then we can tidy that up there, of course. So we put wave 1 in there and wave 2 here, and that will be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So we still need to have wave 3 come into play. Wave 4 is playing, will be over here. That's all of 1 and 2 in here. And that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So that's okay. So that's 3. So we'll have 4 here that can pull back to that low there as a wave 4, the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, and then wave 5 up here for wave 3, and then back again for wave 4, and then up for wave 5 here, and then we'll be looking at another little ABC pattern in here as well for that. Pulling back 50 or 60%. So if that reaches that point up there at 330, then that will bring us back down into this space here. And then we'll head up from there. So basically a WXY. And I haven't seen the indices yet. I know that they were rallying and we'll expect them to rally, but I haven't actually looked at their wave structure, so we'll obviously be doing that in the next video, so that will help us confirm what's going on as well. And also the last one, just having a look at the banks. We've just been looking at Morgan's. Nothing's really changed here. We've got intermediate wave 3 here, looking for intermediate wave 4 here. I haven't really pulled all this apart in here, but we could expect it to rally over the next few sessions before coming back down again. So this B wave may get a bit more complicated here, so we could probably put the A wave here, the B wave here, and a C wave here. I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to go into the intraday on this one here. It's just to keep an eye on the on the other side of the markets besides the tech stocks as such. But there we go. Alrighty. Well, that's all of that. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Cheers.